Hello there. Yes, I can read the Japanese. Welcome to another Q&A video starring me. So let's get those questions answered. That was way weaker than last time, but you get the drift. Let's get started. Pixel Almond asked, could you play The Blinding of Isaac Rebirth? I could donate it if you need me to. I've actually seen a lot when it comes to that game. It actually does look, super fun, and don't worry about it. I might make the purchase in the far future because there's a lot more games that I'm currently doing at the moment. But thank you for the game suggestion. It really does look fun, so I will definitely give that a go in the future. It looks intense. It looks like there's a lot of crying, a lot of mothers from what I've seen. Could be incorrect, but that's what I have knowledge of. But you know, I will definitely give it a play one day, and maybe perhaps a let's play, or maybe like a quick look. It depends. We'll see about that, but thanks for the suggestion, dude. Appreciate it. Audrey plus cute, sorry if I mispronounced her name. Bread or toast? Whoa. So difficult. Both. They both have good qualities. Because if you just eat bread by itself, like the cheesy bread, then you got it good. But toasted bread, see, you can have yourself a really good sandwich, or just have like butter toast to like the popular anime trope running out of your house late for school with butter toast in your mouth. And you can put a lot of, you can do like cinnamon toast, you can do a lot with toasted bread, so probably toast. I choose toast. Love Me or Hate Me 1600 asked, do you have an uploading schedule? When it comes to my uploading schedule, it's very sporadic. I really don't have like a definite planning of how I really upload my videos, but nowadays I mostly upload my videos usually in the afternoon around like 3ish or 5 p.m. around my time. I don't know how it is for everyone, but I usually upload it in the afternoons, so that way, you know, there's people who usually get out of school around that time, you catch up on the videos, or heck, it's just easier for me because I know a lot of people aren't really morning people, and I'm not either as well, so that's why I would never try to upload early. So I usually try to nowadays upload usually at around 3ish, like late afternoon. But yeah, I'm getting something going. I'm finally getting a schedule going, which I'm like, thank God. I needed a schedule for once. VMC Rocks asked, why don't you react to popular anime? I mean, you are gorgeous and funny. Your views will skyrocket. Honestly, when it comes to my YouTube channel, it is very much a passionate thing more than getting views or views like likes or subscribers. YouTube has always been such a passionate thing to me. If I weren't so passionate about art, definitely video editing would definitely be my second sort of major in my life, because it's just so much fun, and doing these videos is just always a blast. And I just watch anime that appeals to me, or I think it would be really funny to watch, or maybe anime that, you know, people have never even heard about before, or stuff that I've never heard about or ever watched before, and I watch it too, like such as I'm going to be doing Gurren Lagann, which is a very well-known anime, and then yet I'm still doing something like Strawberry Panic, which is very underground at this point, that came out like decades ago. I think Gurren Lagann came out like 10 years ago, or like 9. Either or, I do appreciate it, but I definitely do a lot more than just reactions. I never wanted to associate myself just being a reaction channel. I've been trying to stray away from that a long time, even though I am doing something like the Yaoi series, the Yaoi Closet series, in which is totally different because I've mostly seen all of these, and it's not like as serious as like my reaction series where I have to like sit and watch. Usually me and Mizur just kind of like sit back and just kind of like laugh as something silly, as most yaoi animes are. And also Strawberry Panic and Gurren Lagann are the only two left I will be doing after a long time, because honestly, like, it's very tiresome sometimes. Like, it's not tiresome to say like I get bored doing it, but at the same time, you know, I always get these comments being like, oh, why don't you actually watch the episode, or why do you always talk? It's like, it's just my way of doing things. Like, even when I'm not on camera, I still talk, I still analyze when I do watch anime or any kind of show or even any video game. So, it's, to conclusion, I really do appreciate it. And by the way, I like that comment. I'm not really that, thank you. I was like, I'm not really that gorgeous, but you know, Back then I did have a pizza face, so I guess I definitely moved on in the world, but I really have more of a passion when it comes to doing it for myself and then return doing it for others than doing it for views and such, because I feel like if you only do it for views, like if you try to do stuff for views, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's not, it doesn't come from the heart when you only have it only for the views. Like, when it comes from the heart and what you put out there is from what you want to, like, perceive to project to everyone else to show what kind of person you are, it really does help in the end. It really does work, and it's surprising that I actually got this far. Like, I started YouTube almost a decade ago, and I had like an old YouTube channel, which I still have up. Still very so bad it's good content that I had on there. But the point is, I'm dragging on this for, like I always do. But in conclusion, I never really do YouTube for the views. I just do it to have fun. I do it to express myself, to sort of get myself out there, to show the world what kind of person I can be. But I do more than reactions. I want to stray away from reactions, oh my god. Because, like I said before, I never view myself as being a reaction channel. I view myself as being a multi-channel being like Let's Plays, sometimes reactions, drawing videos, you name it. I do a bunch of stuff. That's just me. I can never focus on one thing. I would literally lose my mind or something, so thank you for the comment. I do appreciate it still, and I hope if you want to, you know, do your own YouTube channel, that you do it from the heart and do what you like. That's all that matters. If you don't do it for you, then you're gonna be pretty much miserable doing YouTube. Let me tell you that. Woo! Not from my experience, but what I've seen from other YouTubers, like, have horror stories, being like, I'm tired of doing the same thing. I want to do something different, and honestly, it helps. It really does help them in the end. So just keep doing what you want to do, my dude. Rigo Perito Solorzano, sorry if I butchered your name, asked, what's your favorite anime? My favorite anime, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, it's been quite some time, it's been a month, haha. But my favorite anime is Trigun. I love it so much to death. If you haven't seen Trigun at all, I highly recommend it. It is my favorite because it has great storytelling, great settings, which I'm usually not a big fan of Western settings, like the old cowboy Western style, freaking spit, which they don't actually do in the anime, surprisingly. I don't know what they do. It's been a while since I watched Trigun. You know, all that kind of like Western stuff, but it's kind of like futuristic, kind of. Yeah, it's like futuristic from, yeah, there's like space in it too. But it's so great. And Vashta Stampede, who's the main protagonist of Trigun, is the most freaking well-written anime character I've seen as a protagonist, because when you watch the anime, you see him go from one to the other, and it's understandable why he's like this. Like, all the characters are so memorable, even like the villains that appear like one episode or maybe perhaps two or whatever, they leave such an impact on you. The animation for the time was great. And after you're done watching the Trigun anime, there's actually a 2011 movie that was made called Trigun Badlands Rumble. It was actually made for only Americans because, you know, Westerns, we kind of like stuff like that. So that movie was actually made because of us. So definitely check out Trigun. It has a very underrated soundtrack too, which is just like beating trash cans with sticks, but it sounds great. Like, the soundtrack sounds freaking fantastic. So please go check out Trigun. I highly recommend it, please. Woohoo! Melfa Victoria asked which anime you're going to see next month or possibly next year. Either of those are fine. I don't know. There's like, when it usually comes to anime, I usually try to watch like kind of like new to old type of animes each year. Like, I see something, I'm like, oh, I'll put that on like my anime list, or like, oh, that's gonna be coming up this year, then I'm totally gonna check that out. I need to catch up on that one show about the boys having different Hello Kitty characters. It was something boy. I can never say that company's name, but I'll put a picture if you guys know what I'm talking about. Gargan Babysitter I need to finish because that show is really cute. I'm usually in a big, like, usually I don't really dabble to a lot of slice of life, but that one was very charming. It was very adorable. God, what else? I know they're making a 10 count anime this year, which I am so baffled how they're gonna do that, because if any of you, to any of my older audience, if you actually read 10 count, you know what I mean. It's very explicit, so I'm like, how the heck are they gonna make it into an anime? Is it gonna be like a, I don't know, like a freaking NTR situation where they don't even show the sex scenes in general? And by the way, I I never watched that show, but I heard that they cut out the sex scenes entirely from the show, which is understandable. You can't show sex unless you want to sell it as porn, but I'm curious to see how they're gonna handle 10 count. There really isn't that much anime that I'm watching a lot nowadays, not like because I'm like tired of it. I mean, if my room could say more than what the heck. If I start liking anime, I got a lot to sell. But there is that one Yuri anime that's coming out. It's called like Kaisun. I'm bad at pronouncing things. You guys should know this by now. Kaisun, and you know dot. It's a Yuri anime that's coming out next month. I'm super excited about that. It's very cute. I highly suggest the manga. And you know, I'm currently watching stuff for reaction stuff like Gurren Lagann and Strawberry Panic, which I need to get back to filming because it's actually been quite some time since I filmed those episodes. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. But I haven't really been watching too many new things lately. There just really hasn't been anything to really pique my interest. Darling in the Franxx, I hear it looks great, but I've heard some things about it, especially for my friend Mizur. She can go on a whole rant about that show. I can't really think about anything else, honestly. I remember trying to watch Attack on Titan season 2, but I stopped. I tried to do a whole reaction series, and I'm like, no, I can't. I don't have the energy anymore. But those are, so basically I'm waiting for 2 shows to come out. A BL anime and a GL anime, basically, so hopefully that answers your question. Yeah!
See, Tyranny, sorry if I butchered your name. Weird question, do you like Mad Max?
I'm not too big of a fan of Mad Max, but I did see, what was it, Fury Road? I think it was Fury Road. I did really like that one a lot. It was so nicely filmed. The action scenes in that were fantastic. The costumes, all that stuff. I don't know, I think it was either, I might get this mixed up, you guys can correct me in the comments. Either it was Fist of the North Star that got inspired by that, or it's Mad Max that got inspired by Fist of the North Star. I get confused with that all the time. That's also another anime that I need to watch, Fist of the North Star. Maybe to make JoJo's, what the heck. But I've only watched one Mad Max movie, and the one that I've seen with Max, was it Max Fury Road? It was something, somebody was mad. They were furious, that's all I can remember, but I watched it a long time ago where it initially came out, but it was really entertaining, so possibly in the future I might watch a little bit more of Mad Max movies. I'm not sure how many there are, but they all seem pretty interesting to me, so I'll definitely check that out. So thanks, dude. Not a weird question at all. I've gotten weirder comments on different videos, so yours is pretty tamed.
Daisy Piers, sorry if I butchered your name, I'm bad at pronouncing a lot of these names today, asked, what is your sexuality?
Oh, that's a simple one. Well, it's...
Keyboy JA15 asked, one of the reasons why Kingdom Hearts is my favorite video game series is that it changed my perspective from JRPGs, and what I like in terms of games back when I played it, and made me the person who I am today. What is it that makes Kingdom Hearts so special to you? Keep your spirits up, and may your heart be your guiding key, Rachel.
Smiley face.
What makes Kingdom Hearts so special to me is that it really did help me for a lot of bad times in my life. Not like, you know, like family surrounding this, it's just with me in general. Because I had a lot of problems to figure out who I was as a person. I had a lot of like doubt as a person myself. Basically, I was a jerk when I was a kid. I used to just be the biggest dickwad to walk across the neighborhood. Like, I don't know, when I look back at my younger self, I view myself as like this annoying, obnoxious, uncharismatic kid, which is probably like being over the top, but that's kind of how I viewed myself. And the day that, like, when I played through Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time, I felt like it, like, something, like, opened my eyes to be, like, you know, just be true to yourself and be kind to, like, those around you, and, you know, people will care about you, and, you know, it has that positive feeling that you get every single time you play a Kingdom Hearts game, whether you play it for the first time or you play it, you know, going back to it over and over again. And it left such a huge impact to me that it really did change me as a person in general, because I don't think I would be the person I would be today if it weren't for Kingdom Hearts. As cliche as that may sound, it is very, very true. Because you have my favorite character of all times in anything, being Sora, which he has this, he's so kind, he never judges, he's sassy, especially in the second game. He's like this good kind of sassy, but he fights for what he believes is right. He fights for, you know, the good of, you know, his friends, the good of the people that have been wronged in the past. You know, he fights for a lot of stuff. You know, even though he was like chosen out of whim, like he uses that power for good. You know, it's something that I admire so much, of a silly concept that is combining Disney with Final Fantasy, but it works. It's something that absolutely works, and it left such an impact on me. And you know, I get so emotional when it comes to stuff like Kingdom Hearts 3, because it's something that I've been growing up with ever since I was a child. I grew up with it since the beginning. And seeing it evolve into what's becoming today really does make me happy. Like, everyone, like this massive group of people just absolutely adore Kingdom Hearts and are just so excited to see what the story is to become and to being the end of the Xehanort arc, and they're going to see what's more to come even after that. So it's such a touching tale. Like, it just means so much to me. Like, it just does. Like, I just love it so much, because everything, it's perfect, honestly. It sounds ridiculous, but I'm being over the top. You know, I don't believe anything's perfect, but Kingdom Hearts pretty much comes close to it, despite, you know, having some story flaws and whatever, so what. But you have some of these characters who I'm not gonna name because I don't know how many people have played Kingdom Hearts who follow me, but there's characters who go through a lot of, like, horrible stuff. But they learn and they, like, come to appreciate themselves in the end, and they become triumph and, you know, become, like, this great new leader and be like, yeah, we're gonna defeat the darkness, we're gonna be light to everybody. Like, that sort of thing. There's a message in there. Like, I know it's like, it's dark, it's like a dark versus light, but like, you know, it's like the good versus evil, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But I just view it as like a person, you know, there's a bunch of scenarios where like a character is in a dilemma with themselves because of who they are, but they overcome that. And in some of those situations of those characters, I can view myself in those characters, and I found that to be super touching. Like, you can relate to them, but it's not ham-fisted in there like some certain shows where they're like, yeah, you're supposed to feel bad for them. You're supposed to feel bad, but I feel like in Kingdom Hearts, it feels like it's appropriate to what it's doing, and I super appreciate that. So I don't know where I would be without Kingdom Hearts. That's the conclusion. When I talk about Kingdom Hearts, I get super passionate. It may sound weird to some people, but Kingdom Hearts means the world to me. I would probably still be the dickwad that I was talking about years ago, despite, you know, being into stuff like Pokemon or, you know, like Hamtaro, all that stuff. But Kingdom Hearts, I think, was the first thing with such a kind of serious story to really pull me in the right direction of what person I should be, to not be shameful of the person I am. And that's how I am today. You know, I'm just a person who just overthinks stuff, but in a good way. Like, I'm actually just the positive person I'm glad I can finally be. And I have Tetsu Nomura to thank for that. And that bizarre elevator ride, if that elevator ride didn't exist, where would I be? Where would all the Kingdom Hearts fans be? Well, I can't wait for the new Disney movie. The fan base is so great. I don't know. I freaking love Kingdom Hearts, man. it's super, I love it. Oh.
Jink We Hat asked, what are your top 3 Studio Ghibli movies?
Oh geez, top 6 Studio Ghibli movies. Number 3. What is it? It's like a Top Mojo video. Princess Kaguya, I really do love that one, because I love the art direction of that one. But the music in that movie is so good. Oh my god, I love the music in that one. Even though, like, I'm trying to remember. I just really like it. I like the traditional Japanese art direction that it took. Even though it seemed like it was kind of risky, because they're used to, you know, the actually animated, you know, anime kind of looking characters when it comes to Studio Ghibli movies. But I'm glad they took that step, because it turned out to be such a gorgeous movie, because it's just like about this like girl who has like a prophecy, but she just kind of wants to be like this regular, like, you know, townsfolk, you know. She wants the normal life, but it's just like a certain events that make her not have that life, and it's kind of tragic. Like, I actually cried at the end, which is kind of rare for me with anime nowadays. It's like, I don't cry at anime, what are you talking about? Gosh, I'm trying to think what other Studio Ghibli movies I have seen. Oh my god, it's been so long. I can't remember. God, why is that three? Three. I've only seen well, I've seen like most of them. I haven't seen Ponyo. I haven't seen the one about the small girl, or is it the two girls that are in a relationship? I don't know. God, I'm trying to think. Yell at me, it's fine. I think House Moving Castle was very gorgeous too, from what I remember. I think it would be probably House Moving Castle, Princess Kaguya, and Spirited Away would probably be number one. Because Spirited Away is so creative. Oh my god. I love that one. Spirited Away is so great. Soundtrack, characters, all that cool fancy stuff. You guys know Studio Ghibli. Even people who don't even know anime is like, I've seen that one Studio Ghibli once. It's like, everyone can just appreciate Studio Ghibli, and I'm glad. I still need to watch that new one about the tiny little witch girl. Not Kiki's Delivery Service, but the one with the very bushy eyebrows. Me and her can get along.
Peanut Racing asked, are you into the Persona series? If so, which one is your favorite?
Actually, yes. Well, technically not all the Persona games, but I am becoming a fan of Persona. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I'm just doing like a magic trick or something. The only one I have played so far is the new Persona 5, which I love so much, but I'm so close to beating it, but I'm so lazy. I need to stop being lazy. I need to drop Shadow of the Colossus and actually go back and play Persona 5, but I super enjoy Persona 5 so much. I love all the fighting style. I really did love. I didn't even know that Persona was actually like an RPG, and I love RPGs so much. I love like strategizing and all that fancy dewy stuff. But Persona 5, just like, it was just like, you could do this, you could do that, you could do so much in that game. There's so much replay value. Either you want to like date your newest waifu, you want to do stuff that you didn't do in the main game before. The music is great. Actually, I actually have the Persona 5 soundtrack, which is super good. I highly recommend the Persona 5 soundtrack. It is freaking good. There we go. Right next to Final Fantasy 15. And the main character, I'm in love with him. He is gorgeous. You have best boys, you have best waifus, you have talking cat, you have old dude, he's kind of hot if you think about it. You have all this cool, great stuff in Persona 5, and I super love it. I definitely want to get more into the Persona series because it's really cool also as well that you can just pick up any other one that you can and not start, you know, from the first game, which hasn't been remade yet. Like the first and second game have not even been touched to being remade. I know there's one for the PSP, which I don't have and refuse to get again. I only got that for Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I don't know if they have it for the Vita. Don't really feel like getting a Vita. There's not really anything for the Vita. But I am actually doing something, hopefully, in the summer. Oh, nope, that's Metal Gear. I'll save that one for later. I'm actually going to be doing a Let's Play of Persona 4. I actually got this for Christmas. Mint condition, by the way. It even has like the soundtrack in it too. I'm like, oh, but how? But I'm super excited to play this. I know there's like a golden version for like the PS Vita or the PSP, I forgot which system it was. But I'm not gonna buy that. I'd rather just get what I get from here, and I feel like this is good enough too. So it seems like there's a lot of good, there's some waifus. He looks like Best Boy. I think his name's like Yosuke or something. I've seen fan art between him and him. I know, Persona. But yeah, Persona 5 is the only one that I have played, but I am definitely going to be looking forward to playing some other Persona games, either in the future, whenever the 6th game comes out, which will probably be like 20 years from now, or if they actually port the other games on like the PS4 or something, because I don't want to buy a Vita. Sony, you can't make me buy a Vita!
Gaster asked, which anime are you not a fan of and why?
Ooh! I know which anime that I hate. And I really use the word hate that often. But this one, did you ever just want all the characters to die in a show? Did you ever just want that? Didn't you just like want all the characters to like explode of like a heart attack? Like, oh, 1 minute they're breathing and they just like, explode. They just... I'm being over the top, but this anime, it was just so torturous to watch to how like unlikable everyone is. If you don't know what I'm talking about at this point, I may be going over the top of it, but it's School Days. School Days is possibly one of the worst things I have ever watched. I've definitely watched some bad stuff before. I watched Peach Girl. I watched that one show about magical can girls. I watched the Dramatical Murder anime. You know, I watched a couple of bad stuff, but something about School Days, you know, as legendary as the ending is, but if you take away the ending of School Days and look at it on its own, it really is a likable piece of garbage. Like, there's no redeeming qualities from it at all. I understand that it comes from a visual novel and they can do the most that they can. Like, I give credit to stuff like Clannad or like, what is that one other one called? Air. Like, I give them credit for actually really, you know, making the whole, like, even though I don't really particularly care about Clannad or Air or whatever, who names an anime Air? I guess that goes to show that, you know, you can name your anime anything, heck, I mean, yeah, free. I mean, what does that say? I don't know, but when it comes to those, at least they make it likable? At least they make it likable? No one. Well, only like 2 characters. No, not even 2. Possibly 1 character in School Days is only likable. Everyone else is just a douche canoe. Like, everyone is just has a pole up their anus holes and always just, no one's ever satisfied. No one's ever happy in that show. And it's just, you have Makoto, which is the worst protagonist for an anime. You have people complaining about Kirito from Sword Art Online being a bland piece of toast. But, like, at least he has something, at least, you know, even though he's like a Gary Stu, at least he's not gonna screw you over, I think. Yeah, I think. Because at least Kirito's like OP to not let anything bad happen, I guess. But Makoto is like, you know, you're like walking down the street and you see like a toothbrush just kind of like left in like a drain on the floor. You don't pick it up because you know it probably has some disease on it. That's Makoto. That is Makoto in a nutshell. He's a diseased toothbrush. He has the disease on himself. He is a horrible character. Like, he's like, what I'm doing is not anything bad. I'm gonna basically spoil School Days. If you guys want to hear the spoilers for School Days, then click on the time on the Pokeball back there. If you want to just like watch School Days for lulz and not take anything seriously, or just like get a group of friends and just laugh at it, just like go ahead. I'm going on a tangent on these questions today, but screw it. It's a Q&A video, it's my Q&A video, let's go. So, you have Makoto, who wants to give this one girl with big kazongos, and she's like super shy, and then he has a classmate, mate, hey mate, it's Sekai. She's like, yo man, I see you got her as a wallpaper on your phone, I can totes help you out with that. He's like, shut up! What are you looking at my phone for? So I don't like her. I just found this nice picture of a girl on Google Image. Like, what do you have to complain about? What are you messing with me? She's like, no, look, listen. I can help you get those titties in your face. So all you have to do is just stick with me. You know, I'm gonna help you out. I promise you. Like, I'm gonna get her to become friends with me. So that way we can all just have like this cool, like, yay, little friendship picnic thing on the roof, you know, eating lunch together, you know, exchanging some laugh, eating some horribly cooked sandwiches, maybe cucumbers, maybe jelly, I don't know. Like, we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna help you to bone. Like, that's basically the main thing that they're gonna try to do is like, we're gonna get Makoto and Kotonoha to bone. And then Kotonoha's like, oh my god, I have a crush. She's like, oh my god, who is it? It's that dude that we sit on the roof with. She's like, oh my god, it worked. So they start dating, super awkward. It's like, ha, we're on a date, lol. Like, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna go to the most generic places that you see in any romantic anime in the world. We're gonna go to the Crane Machine. We're gonna go eat some ice cream. We're gonna watch a movie and, you know, I think it was, were they watching porn in the movie theater? I don't know, they were watching some, like, romantic movie. No, it was horror. Was it horror? Doesn't even matter. Anyways, so Sekai's like, I'm glad the date went well. He's like, yeah, it's weird. And then she did the most unthinkable thing. She kissed him. Even though he's currently dating Konoha. It sounds like I'm talking about high school drama. But it is! It's high school drama. It's not anime about high school drama. It's not fun. It's not the fun kind. It's just like the way they just want everyone to just get punched kind of show. So she kisses him and he's like, what? Why? So Sekai didn't do that one thing. if she just kept her lips far away from this man, none of this would happen. So it's Seskai's fault for being such a douche canoe. So she's like, oh no, I think I might like him. I gotta break them up even though I got them together. I'm gonna hang out with my horrible high school friends. Like, there's like only like kind of another good character. She has like the big bow on her head. And like, she's like, you probably shouldn't do this. But I'll still be by your side, I guess. Like, yeah, and I don't know, I'm just trying to like remember like certain dumb scenes. And oh yeah, by the way, Makoto has like a really stupid friend. Like, I don't mind perverted characters. Like, I'm not like a person being like, oh my god, I hate it when men are pervs. Be perverted, who cares? But this dude is like, uncomfortable types are perverted. He's just like, show me your tits, like that kind of thing. It's like, calm down, dude. Like, you can just go on the Pornhubs or go to like X, RedTube or whatever. You don't need to do this. You can hide those fantasies somewhere else. I know that you want to motorboat Konoha too, but that's not the point. It's not about you. It's about Makoto and how awful of a character he is. So, they go to a water park and then Makoto feels some sweet tits on his back. He's like, oh my god, when are we gonna do the thing? He doesn't say that, but he's probably thinking about that. And then Sekai's like, I'm jealous. I wish I had a big gazongos like she did too. I don't know what this kind of moveset is. And like, Makoto gets bored of Konoha because he's like, this is going slow. I want to put the peen into the salami, but I can't because, you know, she's kind of stupid. She's kind of dull. Like, I don't want to be with her. I just want to see the tits, but I can't. Sekai, you're pretty easy to get into. How about we just start dating? You know, how about we just start doing that? She's like, okay. So they start, I guess, dating, and Konoha's just pushed to the side. Like, Konoha is the only likable character, you know, big Kazan girl. She has to go through this, and she doesn't know. She's like, oh, I'm in a perfectly fine relationship with Konoha. I mean, Konoha with myself. Self-cessed, no. With Makoto, but no, she's getting pushed aside, and freaking, like, Sekai and Makoto are getting their freak on. And then Konoha's like, why does nobody like me? Why am I be calling a slut? Like, everyone is just like, haha, slut. It's like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, Konoha's like getting the poop stick. She's getting the poop end of a stick. It's not fun. It's not a fun time with her. Also, her little sister is the only other likable character too. And she's like, oh my god, I like Makoto. Even though he's like a bland piece of toast. He's still kind of cool. At least he's making my sister happy. Well, no. Not anymore. And it becomes like stupid high school drama. And then Makoto just starts sleeping with everyone. Oh my god, he's like, I'm gonna sleep with you. I'm gonna sleep with you. Everyone's losing their virginities. And I'm, folks, the virginity party. Non-virginity party, that is. So Makoto is just going bazongos and just sleeping with everyone. He gets caught on camera. And then Sekai's like, how dare you cheat on me? I'm like, hello? Hello? He's cheating on Konoha with you, but you're mad because he cheated on somebody and you were dating him, but he's also dating Konoha, or you broke up with Konoha? I don't remember. Either or, everyone has a brain tumor and can't function correctly in the show. So, he's like, I can't take this anymore. I'm just gonna go back to Konoha. But then Sekai, get this, she's like, Makoto, I actually have, I'm pregnant. It's like, what? When did this happen? It just comes. I get it. It wants to make drama, but no one cares about Sekai. She's stupid. Everyone in the show is just stupid. Instead for Konoha, she just gets pushed to the side, and then he's just like, no, I just want to be with. I don't want to pay for the child. I just want to go back to Konoha. I don't want to deal with that. It's like, are you kidding me? Stop cheating on everyone with me, even though we cheated together. Konoha, how dare you cheat on me? How dare you cheat on me? And then like Sekai and Konoha start fighting, and that's when Konoha's like, yo, girl, I know you've been sleeping with my man. I know you've been doing this to me. Why? You're the one who got us together. My nose is running. Oh my god. You're the one who got us together in the first place. Why are you being such a dick? And she's like, how dare you say that to me? He loves me. He loves me. And then like Makoto and Konoha kiss in front of her. She's like, oh my god, I can't believe you did this to me. How are you gonna take care of the child? So I think she like runs out crying. Who cares? It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna be happy with Konoha because she ain't pregnant. She still got those big bazongos, so I'm so ready, set, and go for life. Like, and he's just like, maybe next time I'll sign up for that birth control and actually get a condom. Does anyone not know what a condom is? Kids. No, not kids. Adults. Please. Protection if you don't want to have a child. Thank you. So... And then Konota's like, we're gonna go on a nice date or something, like, la la la. And then, like, Sekai's like, yo, listen, I know things got out of hand, but I'll tell you this. How about you come over to my place? I'll make you some tea, and we can talk this over. You know, we can talk about everything, okay? Don't. You better come. So he goes to her place and he's like, oh, I wonder what's taking here so long. I'm gonna check my phone to see if there's any messages as like the teapot gets louder and louder, which I can appreciate. That's the one thing I appreciate from this anime is that last scene, which I will mention. So he's like, oh, I wonder where Sekai is. Like, Sekai, hello, like, why aren't you here, or whatever. And then the message just says, goodbye, and it's just like, Kanashio! Freaking stabs him, like, that came out of nowhere. It's like, this is not a horror anime until that very ending, where she just comes out with a freaking kitchen knife and just like, hiya, hiya! He's like, yeah, you like that? Take that! Cheating on me while we were cheating together with Konoha. It's just like, Fun fact about this anime, they could not originally premiere that episode, so they put nice boat. Just a little fact. Anyway, so he's dead, and freaking Sekai is just like, I did it, and then she leaves, upset. I'm just saying, I did it, cause like it's just like it happened. It was kind of like a slap in the face. You're surprised it happened, but then you wait a little bit. It's like a baby slap. You're just like, huh. It's like that kind of thing. I don't know. My weird metaphors don't make sense at all. So then like Konoha's like, oh my god, he's dead. Like I don't. Whose house was it? Was it Makoto's or Sekai's? I don't know whose house it was. It was somebody's house. So she went to somebody's house. She's like, oh my god, he's dead. Oh my god, he's dead. And like. She texts, oh yeah, she plays as Makoto, and Sekai falls for it because she's stupid. She's like, meet me on the roof, I gotta show you something. And then like, Sekai's like, what is it? He's dead. How about we just make out? If we just had a threesome, none of this would ever happen in the first place. But anyways, same thing with Kasuga Griffin with Guts, but that's another conversation for another day. So, she's like, come on. Like, she's like, Konoha's like, come on, open the bag. There's something good in there. And she opens up the bag, she's like, what? Is that his head? Makoto's head is in the bag. And then, like, freaking Konoha, being the hero of the anime, pulls out a machete. It's like, haha, take this. She kills Sekai, opens up her stomach, to be specific, because she wanted to check something. She's like, I knew it. You were lying. You were never pregnant to begin with. I'm like, oh. I don't understand why Konoha has a waifu for people. Like, she's like the perfect crazy yandere character. Like, you have like your other yandere characters like Rena from Higurashi, whatever the heck that pink hair girl is from Future Diaries, but I think Konoha takes the cake to how super extreme she actually goes and how cool she's been. She's been so collective throughout the series, which I can give props to her for that. And I actually do like the creepy end scene for the last episode, like the end of the music. So, Konoha kills Sekai, and she gets on a boat. I don't know how she gets a boat. She floats away with Makoto's head, just his head, like I mentioned before. She's like, we can finally be together. And that's how it ends. As god-awful as the anime is, I have to give him credit for the most out of nowhere, crazy, dark ending out of anything I've ever seen. So I hate school days. I went on a rant, but I've always wanted to do something like that. I think this Q&A video was perfect because, I don't know, man. I just like to talk about a lot of crap. So thank you. This was a fun Q&A to do, despite of it being a little bit more shorter, or maybe longer because of my tangent on School Days. But anyways, but School Days falls apart because of narrative, character, like tone, I feel like. But I do give her credit for having a cool, creepy end song for the last episode and the tension that actually brings afterwards, after the fact. But that is actually the end of the Q&A. Not as long as the last one, like I said before, because there were fewer questions around this time. I will announce it a lot more sooner. I am filming this on Thursday when I'm supposed to have this out on Saturday. Haha, I'm bad at this, but I'll get better. So I hope you guys look forward to the next Q&A video of the month of June. Maybe we get some cool summer questions or just more questions to learn about me. You know, all that cool, snazzy, jazzy stuff like that. So I hope you guys do have a wonderful, glorious day. The weather has been super nice and I hope it's been nice for you guys too. Keep being creative, keep being you, and yeah, bye lovelies, peace.